Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 15th of September. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Steadfast Group, Pilbara Minerals, Critical Resources, Silk Laser Australia and Proteomics. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter, but my share tips actually come out every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report. So you need to make sure you've subscribed to that report. But if you do enjoy these free videos, please share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management. So if you'd like to have a broking account with me and have me guide you as to when you should be buying or selling, then please let me know. And the advice here is general only. So looking at Steadfast Group, it's generally been in an uptrend here. This is the daily chart. If I zoom in a bit more, we can see that most recently it's just gone past the old high and then has struggled to go through it. So ideally, as you get to the old high, you'd like to see it congest in a bit more of a horizontal manner before it gets going again. But so far the pullback is starting to look a bit deep. There is some support here around $5. I think it really needs to hold on to this and get going for the chart to look okay. I think any sort of further deterioration from here would be a bit of a negative, and that could see it falling under this recent low. That could see it basically head back towards these lows down here. Around sort of 430, 440. PLS, so there was a bit of a clear range here recently. So we've had the rally up to the top of the range, pull back as the market started to pull back, but then obviously it's broken to the upside and had a massive run. But as we can all see, this is vertical now, so it'd just be massively risky to be buying something after a big run like this without much of a pullback. But these vertical moves, they always lead to consolidations, of course, so that's the better entry point. And we could see that's typically the case with PLS as well. So, it often does these sort of vertical moves, and then it just pulls right back. We could see, even going back here, little sort of breakout vertical move, a flat consolidation. That was the better entry point. And again, after a big flat consolidation here, after breaking out, it gave this sort of vertical move, only to pull back anyway. So, of course, the higher probability option here is that we get some sort of consolidation, whether it goes sideways or pulls all the way back to here, and I think you need to be patient for that. I wouldn't be chasing that. Critical Resources, so it's had a massive run recently. We've got this sort of pullback here. You could say, potentially buying opportunity here where you've had it sort of come back, sort of start to level out and break this little downtrend here, but then of course it's gapped up now on massive volume and followed through again on massive volume. So even though it's moved a lot, I think given the volume, I'd still be happy to hold it for at least another day. But you can't be chasing a move like this. If it goes from 5 cents to 8 cents in 2 days, it'll probably encounter a bit of resistance here, so I think you'd have to wait for the next consolidation. Okay, SLA, so if I just zoom out, we could see that we've just basically got a big downtrend, and they're still in a downtrend. And even if we have a look at the most recent price action, quite a few negative days, we could see more red candles than white. So it means that it's closing, it's going backwards, it's closing on its lows. I think the risk for this one still remains to the downside. Okay, and finally PIQ. If we zoom out a lot, in some ways this looks like one big consolidation. You've had this sort of run up here and then this very large sort of consolidation. There's I guess a clear channel, but it's just right in the middle of that channel. I mean, shorter term it looks like it's heading higher, which is great. And if you wanted to sort of pick it up here on the upswing, you know, potentially you could do that, but I'm just looking at sort of where it is in this channel, and it's in the middle of the range. So I think it's neither a buy or sell at the moment. It's probably just more of a hold if you're already in it. So what we could do is, you know, you could basically wait for the upside break. So because this is a very big range, if you get an upside break, you'll end up with a really nice move. Otherwise, you just have to, I suppose, trade the range, buy it closer to levels down here and sell it closer to levels up there. Okay, well, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through and we'll look at it next time for you.